Alrighty, welcome back to a very special cube draft here. This is the AlphaFrog Invitational. High stakes cubing at its best. Currently, the king of the hill is the team of myself, Luis Salvatto, and Eli Kassis. We're 1-0. We defeated the Zoomers in the last Invitational. And now we're battling against Sandy's dogs. Sandy Dog, Slacks, and Will. And if we win, we stay on. If we lose, we go home. I guess we're all home because we're drafting from there. But it's not the time to open such a bad pack. I'm passing to Slacks. Will's passing to me. I'm probably going to take Marsh Flats here. I really don't like first picking Marsh Flats, but the next best card is like Hellrider, Cryptic Command, Vindicate, Anduril. These are all really bad options. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just see what comes back around, but really poor pack there. Okay, this pack has... So Will's passed me a pack that has Force of Will, Skull Clamp. I do like Skull Clamp. Ledger Shredder's good. Nissa's good. I might just take Skull Clamp here. I think it goes really nicely in a black-white deck. Not that Marsh Flats means I'm black-white, but I think Skull Clamp's a really strong card. I also think Will is more likely to think I'm going to take Force of Will than Skull Clamp. And I don't really want to move in on Nissa or Ledger Shredder. I think Ledger Shredder is a little worse than Force of Will as a blue card. What's going to come back here? Well, Force and Nissa are going to get taken. I think Shredder's likely to get taken. Maybe Green Suns. Maybe Leyline Binding. I don't know, but I'm going to take Skull Clamp here. Oh, wow. Third pick Orcish Bowmasters and Fracture Identity. This is a pack. I'm going to take the Bowmasters for sure. I don't love that I'm passing Slack's Force of Will into Fractured Identity, but you know, what can you do? There's also an Entomb in the pack. Intrepid Adversary. Savine's Reclamation is kind of a nice one. But yeah, we're going to take Bowmasters here. It's really good with Skull Clamp. Had I taken Force of Will, I'd be, kind of tempted to take Fractured, but I'm going to take the Bowmasters here. And Fractured's going to get taken. I think Adversary might get taken. We'll see if Sandy Dog is up to his usual tricks. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Entomb's probably going to be gone. Shieldbreaker maybe, Thirst, Reclamation, maybe Impulse, maybe Woodfall Primus. The rest of the packs are kind of marginal, so I'm happy enough just taking a third pick Bowmasters. I mean, it could easily have just been like a piece of power and then another comparable card like Mana Drain or something like that. Next up, we've got Kaito Dancing Shadow. I do like this card a lot. Force of Negation is really good. Gaunty is also pretty strong. There's also Shrine of Burning Rage and Monastery Swiftspear and Zealous Conscripts and Pyromancer. Pyromancer is kind of interesting. Really good with Skull Clamp. And I could set up perhaps a wheel of one of these red cards. It's possible, though, that Sandy takes the Hellrider. But I'm kind of interested in this Pyromancer. There's also an Overgrown Tomb, but I don't think that's the pick or Sparta's headquarters. Gaunty is a little safer because Gaunty is a black card and all I have so far is a black card. I do like Pyromancer with Bowmasters, though. I think I'm actually going to do that and see what's up next. Next, there's a Fetch Land, a Blade Splicer, an Infernal Grasp, a Teferi Time Raveler from the Catacombs. This card's also pretty good. And a Venser. I'm not sure what to take here. The blue has been very open here. I don't regret taking Skull Clamp into Bowmasters. Like, those are great cards too. But I am passing Slacks a lot of blue, and I don't really like that. I might just take a Fetch Land, because having a Fetch Land really does help just making sure you can cast all your spells. Over Blade Splicer, Infernal Grasp. Yeah, these cards are all about the same, so I think I'm just going to take another Fetch. And then follow it up with... I could take a Draga Tree Speaker or Wood Elves. Wood Elves is pretty good with Skull Clamp. Inquisition of Kozilek is fine. I might actually just take Inquisition. It's pretty good with Pyromancer. It's a decent black card. I think Inquisition works out fairly nicely over Ether Channeler and Wood Elves. Yeah, all right. We'll take Inquisition. Turok Wield. I do like Turok a lot. I also like Vindicate. They're both very strong. Anduril's also pretty good with Skull Clamp, and is just a powerful card. I'm kind of tempted just to take Vindicate, though. I do like Turok. What's going to come back? Vindicate, Anduril, Mind Stone. Yeah, I mean, Turok might come back if I take Vindicate, so I think I'm just going to do that. Vindicate is good. Nissa and Green Suns are still in the pack, but I don't think it's that likely that Slacks is taking the green cards. I have some fetches. I could take Leyline Binding here because I could easily be a 3 or 4 color deck. I could also take Riftwing. I could just take the Nissa because it's the best card in the pack. I could also take Scarab God, but I don't really care about passing Scarab God too much. I think I'm just going to take Leyline Binding. Okay, Savine's Reclamation Wield. So did Intrepid Adversary. So I might just take the Intrepid Adversary here. And there's also, I mean, I do like Savine's Reclamation. It's a strong card, but Intrepid Adversary I think will be nice in this style of deck. Oh, Gonti Wield. Okay. Shrine Wield. Monastery Swiftspear did not. I think I am going to take the Gonti, though. I think Gonti's looking pretty nice here. And then Blade Splicer Wield. Okay. So yeah, we'll take Blade Splicer now over in Dotha Triumph and Concealing Curtains, Nahiri. All right, I think we actually have a pretty solid start to Black-White here. I'm glad I took Windswept Teeth over Blade Splicer. Getting those both is nice. This is Eli's favorite card, so I'm not going to take it. I will take Wood Elves. Wood Elves is like a possibility here. I think more than Tree Speaker, especially with Skull Clamp. One of the powerful things about having 2 fetch lands is I could easily just switch colors if I needed to. I mean, I have all black and white cards here, but I could easily splash other colors. And then Turok came around super late. I like it. Passing a Jetmir's Gardens, that was pretty late. And then I guess I'm more likely to want Green Suns or Scavenging Ooze. I guess I'm going to take Green Suns. I think it's a little bit better. And then there's a Lumberjack. All right. Could we get a piece of power? Kind of. Minsk and Boo is awesome. I do like Minsk and Boo. And the 2 fetch lands can help me play it. I don't want to pass a Minsk and Boo. And I don't really mind passing a Stoneforge Mystic or a Kitesail Freebooter. So we're going to get the Wood Elves and the Minsk and Boo in here, maybe, like Wheel Temple Guard and that sort of thing. Look, I've been Black-White Splash Minsk and Boo before. And then getting back Stoneforge Mystic, Freebooter. I mean, there's Stoneforge and Batterskull in the same pack. Isika's Chariot could come back. Temple Garden has a pretty high chance of coming back. Also, this is just the only great card in the pack. Like, even if I don't end up playing it, I'm not passing it. Curious if LED comes back. There's also Yogg-Will in the pack. Okay, what do we got? Strip Mine, White Plume Adventurer. Okay, Slacks passed me that. All right, well, I'm taking White Plume. That's an easy one. Passing Wasteland and Strip Mine and Phantasmal Image. Hymn to Turok actually might come back. I might be the only heavy black drafter. Maybe Ulamog goes, but yeah, we're slamming White Plume here. Easiest White Plume of my life. All right, all I need is like a Mox, and this deck is going to be great. I just have such a good couple early plays. Okay, so he's passing me back a True Name, which is interesting. There's also Savannah and Tundra, but I'm kind of into taking Noble Hierarch here. I do have Green Sun Zenith, which makes Grist better. I mean, I have 2 heavy black cards, and then Orcish Bowmasters, which I'm fine splashing, and Inquisition, which I don't care about. This is actually a tough pick. There's also a Wrenn and 6. Whoever takes the Strip Mine is going to get to follow it up with. There's also just True Name, which is a beating to pass, but I think this pack has so many good cards. I might just take the Grist. I think Grist is just awesome, and it's good with Green Suns. Is it more likely to wheel? One of these Mana Dorks might wheel. I'm going to take Grist. I think Grist is really, really good. This pack has Dance of the Dead, which is just a complicated animate dead. Has Sylvan Library, which is actually looking pretty nice with the 2 fetches. Courser I don't care about. All right, we're going to take Sylvan Library here. Moving into a bit of green. This pack has Wall of Roots, which could be okay here. There's also Toxic Deluge, which is an awesome card in the right matchup. I mean, I have 2 Planeswalkers. Deluge is pretty nice with those. It's also just a really good card. Also, I think Sandy's mono red, and I think white is actually fairly open, but I'm still just going to take the Toxic Deluge. I think Deluge is a very strong card. Now I think I'll just take Birds over Tidehollow Sculler here. Birds looks really good in this deck, and Sculler might even wheel, honestly. All right, we're going to take Birds now. Temple Garden wheeled, so did Kitesail Freebooter and Asika's Chariot, but it's probably got to be Temple Garden here. It turns Marsh Flats into green, and doesn't help with Windswept, but it also just makes my mana quite a bit better. Because I think I'm just going to be 4-color Splash Minsc and Boo, like Obzon Splash Minsc and Boo. I might not play Turok. I might not play Gonti. We'll see. Creeping Tar Pit is still here. Elspeth is kind of nice with Skull Clamp. Abrupt Decay is just a fine card. Ephemerate's interesting with Bowmasters, Blade Splicer, White Plume, Wood Elves technically. Tar Pit is a good card, but I don't really have any blue cards, and that's the one color I'm not. I might just take Elspeth here. And then if Ephemerate wheels, it wheels. Now I really hope to see a Noble Hierarch. I don't think I'm going to wheel Noble Hierarch, but oh, I did. Okay, Noble's perfect for this deck. Wow, this pack is all bangers. There's 7. I'm going to get a card last that I'll consider playing. Any of these cards is something I'll consider playing. But taking Grist and wheeling Noble worked out really well. I actually really like this style of deck. The Green Sun Zenith is in too. And then maybe take Inquisition out. Maybe not even play the Deluge. I don't mind that I spent a pick on it. I'm basically now just in white, green, splash, Bowmasters, Grist, Minsc and Boo with Marsh Flats, Temple Garden, Windswept Heath. Now I kind of wish I'd picked up an Overgrown Tomb, but I might still have the opportunity to pick up those kinds of lands. I don't think anyone else... It feels like this lane is pretty open this direction, and green was open pack 1. I got a Green Sun Zenith with 2 cards left. So I actually really like where I'm at. I don't know about this Elspeth yet, but this looks good. I've got to keep an eye on the fact that I'll definitely be playing against a mono red deck. I'm fairly sure. Currently, Green Suns gets Birds, Hierarch, Wood Elves, and Grist. That is enough. All right, now there's an Incinerate. That's late, but I might just take Courser. This could be a fine Courser deck. I have 2 fetches. I have Green Suns, Wood Elves, all that. All right, we'll take Courser over Incinerate here. It's a 3-drop to ramp into. It's good with Sylvan. Totally fine card. All right, Wall of Roots came back. I actually think at this point it's just Wall of Roots over Adonto Vanguard. I think I'm more likely to want that. Sculler did come back, but so did Voice of Resurgence. This is actually a tough pick. And Wedding Announcement. I might play any of these cards. I think I'm going to take Voice because I think Jesse's playing blue with Force of Will and Force of Negation, and it's good to Green Suns into, and I have a lot of 3-drops. Oh, and then a late Asika's Chariot. I'll take that over Freebooter. I'll take a Duskwatch. There's some matchups where I don't mind it. I don't care about passing Mishra's Factory. And last pick, Luminarch. See, I told you, my last pick was going to be good no matter what. Okay, I feel like I'm in a really good position here. Now if I can just open a Mox. Or nothing. Man, really doing poorly on opening power, I will say that. I would love a Scrubland, but I think I'm going to take Skyclave here. Skyclave is very strong, and this is a very good deck for it. The other alternative... The good thing is I'm not passing anything too great. This is just another weak pack. Rafine's Tower makes it a little more likely I wheel Scrubland. And there's also Leovold to consider, but I don't really need to add a 5th color. And Leovold might wheel anyway. I do like Leovold with Green Sun Zenith. That is a difference. But I think we're just in for Skyclave Apparition here. Card is very strong. And honestly, the Scrubland, I mean, I have Vindicate and Orcish Bowmasters, but I'm mostly just white-green. All right, let's just Skyclave here. Next pick, we have red-white and red-green, so I hope to wheel one of those. Adeline and Loran. I think Adeline might wheel. I'm the only person who's, I think, really interested. I think I'm going to take Loran because I really like Loran. It's good with Skull Clamp too. And then maybe wheel Adeline. This pack, I'm not the one who's taking the who took the Stoneforge, so Cauldron Complete's not really for me. Dauthi Voidwalker. This deck looked like it was going to be a Dauthi Voidwalker deck. It is not. There's Channel here. I don't love passing Channel, but I really don't think anyone's in a great position to play it. There's also Recurring Nightmares, kind of interesting. I have Loran, Blade Splicer, Skyclave, White Plume, Wood Elves. I mean, it's not a bad Recurring Nightmare deck. There's some matchups where that card can be really strong. And also, what am I going to take out of this pack? Like, I don't really see... I mean, I would like to wheel a Razor Verge Thicket, but I'll just take the Recurring Nightmare here. Just a weak pack for me, specifically. This pack also pretty bad. I guess I could take Brain Maggot. It's kind of disappointing. There's Baleful Strix that I can't really play well. There's a bunch of good red cards. Ugh, getting kind of worked over here. No lands either. I could take Mishra's Bauble. I have a couple fetches. It's okay with those. I don't think I'm in a position to take Gristlebrand or Pernicious Deed. I don't really even want to take a Brain Maggot very much here. I guess I could just take... Hating a red card doesn't even seem that good. Maybe I just hate the Bonfire. That's the card that's going to be the best against me. All right. I'll do that. That's disappointing. Ooh, Caracas. I do like that. Caracas when I have Loran, and that's my only legend right now, right? Well, Loran's still really good, and Caracas is still really good, so I'm going to take that. Pass up. All right, bunch of stuff. Oh, Parallax Wave. That card's unbeatable. I'm going to take that. Love Parallax Wave. That's a good get. Okay. Maybe wheel Mother of Runes. Who knows? I really need to wheel a land or two. Right now, the Leyline Binding's not in. And a red-green land would be pretty nice. A red-black land would be, or a green-black land would also be pretty nice. I do have birds, which is good. Oh, Scrubland wheeled. Okay, Scrubland wheeling is really nice. Fiend's Tower still there. Haywire Might still there. Leovold, Dragonlord. Actually, all the cards I was paying attention to are still there, but easy Scrubland. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better about the situation because that adds an extra 2 black sources. And then Stomping Ground wheeled. There's also Adeline, which is a busted card. Stomping Ground adds 2 sources plus the Wood Elf turns into a red source now. But Adeline is also just really messed up. It's not going to wheel again, I don't think. How much do I want Adeline versus Stomping Ground? I think I just take Adeline here. That's tough. Maybe I could try to wheel it again, but I think it's a lot better. This pack, Razor Verge Thicket, nice. Passing a Yawgmoth, a Shallow Grave, a Dark Slick Shores, that's fine. And this pack still has all the same nonsense. Will I play a Brain Maggot in my deck? I did pick up a Scrubland, which makes it a little bit more likely. Yeah, I think I'm at 30. This is 24 cards. I'm already cutting a card or two, but I might cut like a Courser or something. Brain Maggot seems okay. Don't care much for Valky. I don't think I'm going to play Garruk Relentless. I don't really think I'm going to play any of these cards. I think Garruk is most likely the card I'm going to sideboard. Could this be a Birthing Pod deck? 2 1-drops, a bunch of 2s, 3s. I don't even have any 4s. All right, I'll take Selfless Spirit here, mostly as a sideboard card. Leovold came back with nothing in the pack. I think Haywire Might is probably the card I want most here. Probably sideboard it. Actually, I'm going to take Karmic Guide. I have Loran for Haywire Might. This actually could be a fine Sun Titan deck, and if someone wanted Dark Ritual, they would have taken it. Also not a crazy Enlightened Tutor deck, though I probably won't play that. All right, my only regret is not picking up like one more land, but I think we still did okay. I'm not hating where we're at. I think we're in the right seat there, and I don't know. Could I have wheeled the Adeline is like the one thing that's really haunting me there, because the Stomping Ground would have helped a lot to cast Minsc and Boo, but I still think this is pretty good. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to play all the expensive cards. I'm going to play early green because of my 2 1-drops. I think the Brain Maggot might go in the sideboard. I mean, this is... Yeah, I mean, Windswept Heath and Marsh Flats are both tri-lands. So my mana's pretty good. Maybe I just don't play Minsk and Boo. Is that heresy? I think my deck might be good enough that I just don't play it. If I got the Stomping Ground, I would, but Adeline with Skull Clamp and with Caracas to protect it is really strong. I could also just maybe not play the Courser. And then I don't think I want to main deck the Sun Titan. Karmic Guide with Recurring Nightmare is pretty nice. So I need to cut one more cut here, basically. And I think the Recurring Nightmare is still pretty good in this deck. Feels like I have a lot of action. Maybe Elspeth Knight Errant. Something like that. And then add some lands. I'll fix my versions of cards later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, yeah, my mana's pretty good without the red. 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources plus birds is 5 for 4 black cards. A black-green land to Wood Elves 4 would have been awesome, but I think with Skull Clamp, Wood Elves, and Recurring Nightmare, Wood Elves is still pretty good. Honestly, I could just play one more Swamp. It wouldn't be crazy to do so. 3, 4, 5, 6 black sources is plenty, because I still have 9 of each of the other ones. All right, I think this is where we're at. We'll see what my teammates are up to. Alrighty, time for round 1. Playing against Slacks here. I would like to play first. Any birds? No, but this is a extremely keepable hand. Little mana heavy. Could go for a Skull Clamp or a Sylvan Library or something. I'm just going to lead on a non-wastelandable land and see what we can do here. Unsurprisingly, playing blue. Suspended Cloudskate. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Let's just go Wall of Roots here. And then next turn, what I can do here is, I did kind of end up not playing Razor Verge in a way that's going to be a little awkward, because next turn I actually want to play a black land. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt me. Oof, okay. What do we got? Cauldron Complete. Okay. All right, can I just get something good? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go Grist +1. This is indestructible, right? First strike, haste, indestructible. Sure. I was really hoping that Grist would mill a good creature to Recurring Nightmare back. Let's see, am I just going to get attacked? Are you attacking Grist? So, first strike. So I think I'm going to block with the Wall of Roots. Put a counter on wall. Cast Orcish Bowmasters here. Ping you. Okay. Grist isn't dead. All right. I hope he's got no good follow-up here. Reckoner Bankbuster, sure. Sylvan Library, all right. Let's +1 Grist. Oh, we milled a Karmic Guide? Okay. Now we're kind of doing it. This Razor Verge Thicket is going to be the death of me. That's okay. Send. Target Karmic Guide. Sack. I think my Orc Army. And get back Wall of Roots. Then cast Sylvan. Pass the turn here. So the Riftwing comes in. It's annoying. He's got that as well. Bounce the Sylvan, maybe? I don't know. I guess he could bounce a land. Bounce Karmic Guide. Okay. I guess that one does get to block the Cauldron pretty nicely. But at this point, I can let Grist die. It's not the end of the world if I do, because I can Recurring Nightmare or Karmic Guide it back. I'm actually feeling not that bad about this whole situation. I mean, tinkering for Cauldron is good, but there are worse things that could happen. All right, just let Grist die. Okay. And what are you going to do? No other plays. All right, let's go ahead and Sylvan. Loran, okay. This isn't legendary, right? No. Green Suns right now gets Voice of Resurgence. I'm not thrilled about that. Put on top, pay for life. This has Indestructible, right? Legendary Artifact Equipment. Let's go land. Do I want to Loran, or I might actually just Karmic Guide here. Yeah, I think I actually like that better. Okay, you can draw. I'll ping you. Please don't draw a counterspell. I mean, the Recurring Nightmare is actually doing work here. And get back Grist. And I can Grist kill the Riftwing Cloudscape, or just make another token. If I make a token, I mill Green Suns, which is kind of nice because I don't really want to draw Green Suns. Okay, this is getting forced pitching Mystic Confluence. Sure. I will attack for 3, I guess, and pass the turn. Okay. Okay. So now he's not on tons of resources. This is turning out to be a kind of sweet game. I'm gonna block here and just soak up a little damage here. I really need this Recurring Nightmare to resolve. That would definitely help. Not playing Razor Verge on turn 1 is going to come back to bite me, is what it looks like. Well, c'est la vie. Maybe. He's on 11. The Bank Buster's not great with Orcish Bowmasters in play. Next turn, I can lead with Loran. See, what I would want to do is draw. If I Green Suns for 2, I can get Voice of Resurgence, and then that puts him in an awkward spot if he wants to use any counter spells or any sort of abilities. If he doesn't have a good play here, he's thinking about Bank Bustering, but it's kind of awkward to Bank Buster now and take a bunch of extra damage. Oh, he just played the Wandering Emperor. Oh, he's just going to kill my Orcish Bowmasters now. Okay. Skyclave Apparition. Can't hit Cauldron. Can't hit Riftwing or the Germ token. I mean, I'm going to be able to kill the Wandering Emperor, so that's not a huge deal. So what am I doing this turn? I could Green Suns for 1. It's a way to shuffle and then get a Dork. All right, put on top. Or I could just put the Forest back and then just Recurring Nightmare twice. Let's see, a Recurring Nightmare, get back Karmic Guide, which gets back Grist. And then I could Recurring Nightmare again and what would I get back? I could sack Karmic Guide. I don't really want to do that. So I'm just going to put this on top. I'm going to play Recurring Nightmare. Okay, let's make some attacks first. Attack Wandering Emperor, attack Slacks. I'll leave one token. Do I want to leave a token back? I'm going to get back a Grist now. I'm just going to do it like this. Green Suns for 1. I think I get Birds of Paradise here. Play Razorverge Thicket, and then get back Karmic Guide, sacking the Orc. And then Karmic Guide gets back Grist. And then Grist is gonna, I guess, +1. Millow and Swept Teeth. Okay. He has no cards in hand. I mean, now the Bank Buster's unlocked for now. But I'm gonna blow it up with Loran next turn probably. Okay. Drew a land. Hopefully the card in hand is nothing good. Karmic Guide can block the Germ token and eat 2 of the damage. I could also just trade for Riftwing and take 5 going down to 3. I don't really care if Grist dies. Recurring Nightmare Grist is putting in some work. I will say that. Next turn, Loran. At some point, I just want to start looping Wall of Roots back with Recurring Nightmare to block the Germ token. I'm going to get to blow up that. I'm pecking in for damage, and next turn I'm going to get to Sylvan too. So I'm going to get to see a bunch of new cards. Okay. Yeah, I should definitely be attacking me. I think that is correct. Block, because I don't mind if this dies. Take 5, I'm at 3. Okay. No extras off Sylvan anymore. Oh, Intrepid Adversary. Interesting. So if I go Intrepid Adversary, pump twice, that's 3, 6, 9, 11. That could just be lethal. Do I go for it? And then I die if he has anything. All right, let's try to cast it first. Intrepid Adversary. I think I just go for it here. 2/2 counters, yeah. And then just attack for 11. I don't know. What am I going to do? Not do that? Boom. We beat the turn 2 Tinker. All right. Well, that was that game. Leyline Binding seems like it could be good here. I think I probably still need to play Inquisition of Kozilek. I do like Green Sun still. What do I want to cut, though? Is the question. I guess I could cut Wood Elves. I don't love it, but because Wood Elves is pretty sweet. But I do want a way to interact with Kaldra. There's also Toxic Deluge now. Turok, I don't think so. Brain Maggot is also not crazy, but I think I like this. Okay, on the draw here. Oh, I have to upload my deck list. Hold on. We are, as this is the Invitational, we're doing open deck lists. So let's export as a text for plain text. Replace it. All right. Go here, create a deck list, upload this. All right. I will mulligan this hand, unfortunately. I will keep this hand. I'll put a forest back. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully we don't get turn 2 tinkered again. Grist is good. I mean, Birds is very good. So Leading on turn 1 birds makes me pretty happy. Bank Buster, all right. I'm gonna go with Plume Buster here. No Force of Will, please. Nice. I'll get a swamp, I guess. And then I'll untap my birds. Mbop. What you gonna do now? I mean, tinker and attack me is an acceptable answer, unfortunately. But if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. That would be nice. I would be happy about that. If he had tinker, he would have slammed it, is my assumption. If he plays a 3-power creature, not that there's that many of, but if he does, he could crew and attack with this, and then I guess I'd probably just block with birds and then Vindicate or something next turn. But as things currently stand, I'm probably gonna end up doing some good stuff. All right, let's go Forge. Put the counters on White Plume. Play my Swamp. I'm gonna attack with the White Plume Adventurer here. Okay, take your 5. Play Wall of Roots. I think I'm gonna play Grist here. He's gonna draw, sure. Does he have the Force of Will now? I could have also vindicated a land. The main reason to vindicate a land is to prevent Mox into Fractured Identity, but I don't think that's the play to make. Grist make a token seems so much stronger. Oh wow, Temporal Mastery, okay. Oh, that was lucky. That couldn't have been the card you drew off the Bank Buster? Now he's gonna draw again off Bank Buster. That was a sick draw. All right. Let's hope my my White Plume carries me through here, but that was unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. And goes to turn. And now, I guess I get to untap a bird now. Now Fracture Identity is a real problem, because he gets to kill my White Plume and then take the initiative and have a Reckoner Bank Buster out. I guess at that point, though, I go Grist, kill the White Plume, Vindicate the Reckoner Bank Buster, take initiative back. So that's not the end of the world, but I really wouldn't enjoy it. He also has 7 cards in hand because he got to Bank Buster twice off that whole exchange. Or 1 end of turn, 1 untapped. Oh, I guess we have open deck lists, so I need to see. This looks like Fractured, though, if I had to guess. Oh, it's Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. That's a lot worse. Okay. And then he's just going to have to minus on that. Wow, that is way worse. All right. So it's the 3rd from the top. So I'm going to trap you now. So I draw. So if I +1 Grist, it'll be the next one. Let's attack with the token, I guess. Attack Teferi for 1. I'm going to Vindicate the Bank Buster, or try to. I feel like I'm going to get forced here. But, yeah, Force Negation, Pitch and Cloudskate, sure. +1, mill a land, play a land, pass the turn. Okay. Kicking the turn off with drawing, I don't mind that. Bobble. You look at my top card. You know what it is. It's the White Plume Adventurer, which I do get to recast and take initiative again, or try to. Okay, so first I get to untap and draw a card. Well, he gets to draw a card too. I would love to draw Voice of Resurgence this turn. Oh, Karmic Guide? I'm 1 mana short of doing all of the things. Let's still... Do I want to play the Heath? I don't really think I need to do that yet. Land... Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a play besides try to cast this, get countered. And it just means I can Karmic Guide it next turn. I think I +1 here. Milled Leyline Binding, and then I'm going to attack for 2. Because I've got some blockers up. And then next turn I get to Karmic Guide. And he doesn't have very many counters left. Let me see. He's got Force of Will, Mystic Confluence, Cryptic Command, Stern Scolding. No, never mind. He's got a lot of counters. Then the Force of Negation. Okay. The good thing is the only things he has to tinker for are Cauldra and then the One Ring, so there's no like massive thing. There's 4 cards in hand. It was like the most obvious Force of Will in the world, but I still don't think I was supposed to do anything but cast it. Also, next turn, if he doesn't take it back, I'm getting Throne of the Dead 3. I mean, that's obviously just ridiculous. He's going to cast Cauldra? Sure. I have enough blockers to block. He's going to Crew Bankbuster. And I'm going to go double chump, chump, and be just fine. The One Ring is something I have to watch out for, though. If I can steal this match against Jesse's deck, I'm going to feel really good about this. Okay, so he's not crewing. He's going to attack with this. 5 points. This is an 0-4, right? Block like that. Okay. Yeah, sure. Exile the creature, but it has first strike, and it's a 5/5, so the creature's going to die anyway. All right. Throne of the Dead 3. Don't fail me now. Luminarch Aspirant, Orcish Bowmasters, Skyclave Apparition. Oh, and I put a bunch of lands on the bottom. So what do I want to get? Because I'm also going to get to Karmic Guide this turn if I want. I could Skyclave the Bankbusters. I could Luminarch Aspirant. Aspirant puts a counter on my birds. I have 2 creatures in the graveyard. I'm looking at that for Grist Ultimate. I could also just Bowmasters the Pilot. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's get Orcish Bowmasters. Let's deal 1 to the Pilot. And now he's going to have to Crew the Bankbuster now, which lets me Grist it if I want to. Okay, Pilot down. I get to draw for turn, too. Ooh, Skull Clamp. That's kind of gross. Kind of have all the options in the world here. What if I Grist to kill the Bankbuster? Get back. That's an 8. I didn't get to Karmic Guide. I can play a land. I mean, there's just a lot of choices here. They're all pretty good. I could also just not Grist to kill the Bankbuster because he's not going to be able to crew it again after this turn very easily. So yeah, that actually seems... So let's not do that. So given that, let's +1 the Grist. Maybe I'll get a better target to get back with Karmic Guide. I'm not super likely to find something better, but who knows? Blade Splicer, huh? Is that better, actually? Because right now, I'd go to the first room again, and then that gets me to the second room again. I kind of want... I mean, I could also Skull Clamp first. I'm going to block with Karmic Guide and some tokens. Yeah, I guess we'll Skull Clamp first here. Skull Clamp an insect token. Draw 2 cards. Oh, yeah, that's why we Skull Clamp first. Sack this. Oh, sure, I'll get Scrubland. Parallax Wave, because that just owns the germ token. And then Skull Clamp the Orc army. Parallax Wave Cauldra, and then pass the turn here. No reason to attack with those. Yeah. Now I mean he's not gonna get out of this one. Parallax Wave is gonna do the trick pretty easily. I still have the initiative. I guess he could play the One Ring this turn, and maybe that's a thing, but I don't think it's gonna happen here. I think we got this. Oh yeah, that's gonna do nothing. Okay, let's take the initiative. Let's venture into the Undercity. Fade. Land. Attack here. I'm gonna have Mystic Confluence of Odawara, the Orc. Sure. That, unsurprisingly, is not going to do the trick. Karmic Guide. Get back White Plume. I'll go to the Forge. I'll put 2 counters on the bird. And +1 Grist, I guess. It's not like I can get milled out, really. And then I guess equip the Karmic Guide. Sure. Pass the turn. I get to untap all my creatures. Yee. All right. 1-0. You love to see it. Okay, Jesse. Yeah, go for it. Parallax Wave that. And that'll do it. 1-0 in the Invitational. Oh yeah. Let's see how my teammates doing and get to round 2. Alrighty. Time for round 2, playing against Will X-Whale, Will Kruger, and Eli won round 1, and whoa, my camera's losing it. My camera's losing it a little bit. You have to go with the gritty version of me. Eli won round 1, and Salvatto's up a game, so looking pretty good here. Looking pretty good. Let me see what Will is on. Okay. Well, this hand is pretty good. I get to play turn 1 bird. Ooh, Wall of Roots is pretty nice. So now I can go Wall of Roots into Luminarch Ascendant or Luminarch Aspirant and put the counter on the Aspirant and pass. And now I have a pretty solid little start. Not playing against any Wraths, which is nice. Okay. I would rather keep Recurring Nightmare. Oh, yeah. All right. Losing Parallax Wave, not the end of the world. Because now I get to slam. Play Recurring Nightmare. Recurring Nightmare. Hold on. No, I don't have enough mana to do all of it. So I'm going to get back the Orc and sack the Wall of Roots, I think. Yeah. And then ping Will here. Pass the turn. Playing against Infernal Grasp, Graveyard Trespasser, Ether Channeler, True Name Nemesis, Breach with Emrakul, and Colossus here. Ledger Shredder. Ledger Shredder is a bit of a liability when it comes to this, or it can be, certainly. Guess I'm going to go White Plume. Ledger Shredder. Well, let's see. What am I going to put the counter on? I think I'm going to put the counter on... I think I put the counter on the birds, because I'm going to want to block it with block the ledger, try to block the ledger shredder. So I'm going to do that. Just going to slam with this. And then I guess I get another planes here. That's probably fine. Play my land. Pass the turn. And now, if Will has a way to remove the birds, he can take the initiative briefly, but it's going to be pretty hard for him to do anything else here. He doesn't even have that much removal. True Nemesis is a good card, though. I'm a little concerned about that one. Yeah, excuse me. Also, for him to make me chump with the bird, he has to play 2 spells pre-combat, which grows the Bowmaster. All right, there's the true name. That card is good. I'm glad he didn't have that last turn. Draw. Let's go Forge. Put 2 counters on Luminarch, yeah. And then pre-combat, this puts a counter on White Plume. Now I attack with these. And you can true name block 1 and then take 4 damage here. And then I'm going to go Recurring Nightmare. Get back Wall of Roots. I think I sack the Bowmasters. Play a land. Recurring Nightmare. It's unfortunate it triggers this now when the Bowmasters isn't in play, but I wanted to get the Bowmasters back. Okay, sack the Orc Army token and ping you for 1. Pass the turn, and then I get to untap. Doesn't really matter what I untap here. True Name can come in and take the initiative, but I'm very close to being able to re-initiative. Also, Will doesn't have any counterspells. Mana Leak, that's it. So getting to Recurring Nightmare the White Plume away, then back in, I think could work out pretty well here. All right. Yeah, all right. Can't block it. You get to go get your land. And what are your plays here? I guess we'll see. Soul Ring. That is a good start to most turns. If you make another play, you get orked. The Bowmasters go ping. No other plays. Okay. I guess I'm just going to go to attacks. Put a counter on a creature I control. Let's go Orc Army. Just going to send in the squad. Don't really see a reason not to. And then this will trigger my trap card. Animate Tar Pit. Okay. That's 2 blockers to block the 2 big things. And then, oh, pile on that. Okay. Okay, this still looks pretty lethal to me. Shieldred's Edict. Each opponent sacrifices a creature token. I'll get a Bowmaster ping. Okay, sack the token. Yeah, this is still lethal. Unless there's something I'm missing here. There's not. Trap. Whoop, activate my trap card. Okay. Blue, black. Inquisition's definitely great here. Kind of wondering if I want Brain Maggot as well. Maybe, is there something that's bad? Skyclave's fantastic in this matchup. Don't actually want Leyline Binding here. Unfortunately, this isn't a Council's Judgment. I have no answer to True Name Nemesis. An early True Name, I mean, I guess I have Toxic Deluge, but I'm not siding in Toxic Deluge when I'm the beatdowns. I kind of want Elspeth, actually, because that can make me fly over the True Name, and I guess I just take out my weakest card, which is Ye Old Wood Elves. It's a fine card. No one's saying you're bad, Wood Elves, but I think it is my weakest card for sure. Okay. I mean, I can't mulligan this hand. It's certainly a lot weaker than the last one. Well, let's hope that the Soul Ring doesn't do too much damage before I kill it. It will. I'm probably going to lose, but turn on Soul Ring on the play into... Well, I guess that wasn't into anything that Soul Ring couldn't have cast. All right. I'm going to get to Lauren at next turn. No blue, no blue, no blue, please. Well, the funny thing is the Soul Ring didn't actually do anything. A little late there, Noble. What am I playing? Disruption. Him. Put on top. Put on top. Okay. Blow up that Soul Ring. Let's not cycle Xander's sure. Let's not give him too much of a chance to use the Soul Ring. And then next turn, I can Vindicate the Dothy Voidwalker. Is my plan. I mean, I guess we'll see what he plays. Is it a Kaito or something? Oh, Theomancer. A Theomancer I'm not actually as concerned about. Okay, so let's put on top, put on top. Wall of Roots first? Yeah, let's go Wall of Roots first. And then Vindicate the Dothy Voidwalker. And pass the turn. Alright, that takes a lot of the pressure off of me. Having to slowly answer all the opposing things, but I want to be in a spot where I can start using Skull Clamp. You can attack with the snake or not? How brave are you? It's a good sign not attacking with the snake. It means he doesn't have a good follow-up and the Loran would otherwise whack him. Okay. Ooh, I like all this. Mana Leak is what I have to play around. That's not too bad. All right, let's go Skull Clamp. Noble Hierarch. Add a green, equip the Noble. You gonna kill that now? Nope. All right. And then play Voice of Resurgent. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'll let Voice of Resurgence get mana leaked. It's fine. With Skull Clamp out, I'm using all my mana every turn, so I'm not gonna sweat it. Oh, do you have a kill spell? Now you have to. If you have a pylon or something, you got to play it now. All right, no attacks. Pass the turn. It doesn't have pylon, or it doesn't have mana leak. Rather, would have certainly played it. What you got? Knight's Whisper. Oh, it doesn't have that in the deck. Hymn to Turok. I would take Hymn to Turok. I'm going to take one here. I think that's fine. Okay. Bowmasters in response. Kill the Baleful Strix. Discard my forest. Definitely not using Loran. I'm the one holding all the cards here. And if we get to untap, then the Voice of Resurgence protection is on. Every time he plays a spell, I get a 7/7. Oh yeah. This looks like, yeah, sure. Go nuts. All right, let's Sylvan. Oh baby. Use the ability Asika's Chariot as well. Put on top. Put on top. Karmic Guide. We're gonna start with you. Get back Orcish Bowmasters. Just ping you. Oh, actually, I wanted to... That would have actually been better to do it the other way. Yeah, all right. I should have clamped the Orc token first. No, I'm not too worried. I think I'm doing pretty good here. Let's clamp the Karmic Guide. Just pass the turn here. And now, unless I get through the Breached, I actually feel like I'm going to win this pretty easily, just grinding out with Skull Clamp. Oh, that's like a little annoying. The True Name Nemesis could be an issue. That one's a little scary too. All right. I'm not going to pay Echo. Draw 2. Sylvan. We just have it all here. How much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 mana. I guess I have to play Parallax Wave this turn. That way I end up in a spot where I can't even get Emrakuled. So if that's the case, if I'm going to play Parallax Wave, let's put this on top. Put this on top. If I clamp the Wall of Roots, clamping Wall of Roots is actually kind of bad because that basically wastes 2 mana, 3, 6, 7. So if I do that, I'll have 6 mana left. So let's go Parallax Wave first to make sure it resolves. Then after it resolves, we'll do Grist. Let me see. Just look at deck list. So if I kill the Graveyard Trespasser with an ability, or if I target it with an ability, I still have to discard a card, which I don't love. I think I'm going to go Grist. Or maybe I just start doing some Skull Clamping. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that instead. Actually, I changed my mind. Skull Clamp the Wall of Roots, draw 2 cards, because I know I'm drawing those 2. Do I want to Skull Clamp the Bowmasters as well? Because I can Parallax Wave the Graveyard Trespasser. I don't actually hate doing that. Let's just Skull Clamp the Bowmaster. Okay, play my birds. All right, I'll pass the turn here. You go to attacks. 10. Yeah, let's do that. Discard a swamp, I think. I'm not missing a land drop next turn, I don't think. Okay, draw. Now we have Voice of Resurgence up again. Now we're just like, how quickly... Oh, that also protects from Emrakul. All right, let's not waste time Skull Clamping this turn. Let's just do get some action going. Recurring Nightmare. Karmic Guide, sacking the Orc army. Karmic Guide, the Bowmasters. Target the snake, draw. Play Grist. Minus Grist. Sack the Orc army. Kill the Ophiomancer. And then I guess I can play Recurring Nightmare again. And I could just leave that in play here. And slay for 2 and then leave up Parallax Wave. Yeah, this looks like pretty close to a lock here. Next turn, I've got kind of it all going on. I don't have to worry about getting brain freezed. I can't attack for lethal, but we don't need to. We just demoralize them. Parallax Wave racks up another dub. All right, time for round 3. We're up 4-0. Eli and Salvatto both won their first rounds. I won my first 2. Playing against Sandy Dog, who's playing blue-red splash white. All right, we'll keep this hand on the play for sure. And so now we just got to not choke. We're up 4-0, first to 5 wins. Let's see if we can be back-to-back champs. Hands like this on the play are a good start. If I can find a skull clamp or something, then I'll feel real good about it. Let's lead on Noble, I think. Noble, because then I can go. It doesn't really matter. By the time I attack the first time, I expect both the 1-drops to be in play. Hopefully Sandy doesn't have a way to kill it. That would be really nice. He's probably got a selection of a million 1-drops. Simian Spirit Guide. Turn 1 Grinzo. Aggressive. Okay. Legendary creature. Well, I've got a legendary Blade Splicer, so hopefully that can block the Grenzo nicely. Oh, excuse me. Sandy Dog has Ancestral Recall in his deck. Has... What burn spells does he have? Mizium Mortars. Lightning Bolt. Okay. No mortars, please? I had the mortars. That's fine. I'll take 2 here. I don't have any 0-drops, so this is just going to exile my top card. It's just going to exile a land. And not a good land either. I guess he could goad my Noble or Blade Splicer. Exiled Marshflat. See, yeah. Thank you, Sandy. That wasn't into a spell at all. Let's go. How many artifacts does he have? Oh, he has a bunch. I can't play Lauren. Let's go Wood Elves. All right, I need to draw some action. I've drawn Lauren and a land so far, which is not the worst start in the world. And I had Blade Splicer, which is good, but he did kill it. So let's see if I can find like I said, Skull Clamp would be ideal. If I could put a card on top of my deck, it would be Skull Clamp. Well, hopefully not getting hit by this. What else would I be looking for here? I don't know. Most of my spells are pretty good here. Like Isika's Chariot, White Plume, of course, Adeline, Skyclave, Recurring Nightmare, Orcish Bowmasters. I don't know. All of them. Birds, Temple Garden, pass. Because I'm just going to run the double blocks here. Yeah, like if I draw Recurring Nightmare in this position, I run away with the game really quickly. Also, what would be really nice is if his next play was like an artifact. It's not an artifact, okay. Because I kind of want to get this Lauren out and start tapping it. I discarded an artifact even. Because having us both draw a card when I have a lot more game enders is pretty nice. All right, action. Okay. I don't mind that. See, it's good for Sandy to do that against Skull Clamp, but bad against Recurring Nightmare. But also getting Grenzo off the board is nice because that card is dangerous. All right, Recurring Nightmare. Let's go. Yeah, he doesn't have that many artifacts. I'm just going to play the Lauren. I don't like it, but I feel like the tap ability on Lauren is actually going to be pretty relevant here. And then I guess I'm going to attack with the birds. Get my exalted damage in. Okay, need to draw something. I've drawn one spell so far. It's been a Lauren. I need to do a little better than that. It's probably going to play Shrine of Burning Rage now. All right, Abbott. Whiff. It's not a whiff at all. Everything's turning up sandy this game. I had such a good start. I feel like my Loran's going to die. Oh, no. All right. He's 2 cards in hand. Okay. That wasn't the worst turn for me. I'm going to take 5 going to 13. I can't take too many of those. Karmic Guide. There we go. Okay, so now I'm not going to use the Loran. I'm just going to play Karmic Guide and get back the Blade Splicer. And I think past the turn. I don't really want to trade the Loran. I guess I could attack with the birds for 1. It seems a little marginal to do that. And then, oh no, what's his 5-drop? Maybe he's just going to play a big 4th Earlingus, or maybe he just has Ancestral Recall, and he just drew the blue. All right. I think Recurring Nightmare could still beat Ancestral. Sandy doesn't have that much face burn. He's got Hellrider, Lightning Bolt left, Phyrexian Revoker. I'm going to have us both draw in response. I think it's important I use Loran. He's probably going to name Recurring Nightmare. I guess I have Grist also. But especially now that he's drawn 3 cards, certainly I want us both to draw a card. Him drawing 5 and me drawing 2 is a lot better than him drawing 3 and me drawing 0. Yeah, he just named the Loran. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to pay the Echo on Karmic Guide. Don't really have the ability not to. There we go. Let's go. Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp up the Noble. Okay, that's a lot of action. Equip up the Mortars. Thank God the Mortars is gone. Equip the Karmic Guide. Pass the turn. Now I'm on full defense mode because I'm gonna run him over with Skull Clamp really fast here if I get the opportunity to. What do I have left to Green Suns for? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have Voice of Resurgence. I think that's it. Oh, Wall of Roots too. Okay. He has 5 cards in hand. Loran's not going to be activated anymore, I can tell you that much. The cards I'm worried about now, Hellrider and 4th Earlingus are the 2 I'm mainly worried about. He doesn't have any of the big dragons. Don't care about Dragon Engine. Chandra even is not that scary. Embereth Shieldbreaker, yeah, that would be annoying. But I didn't think it was good to clamp the birds. I can do that next turn, and I lose the mana once I clamp the birds, whereas like I don't think. Plus, if I go too high in hand, then Robber can get me. But mostly it's that I just didn't really want to spend all the mana clamping it at this point. I'd rather put more things into play. Okay. Okay. And this gives me another blocker. Well, don't like it. Don't like it at all. So if he attacks with everything, I take 6 going down to 7. I do get to kind of massacre. Like Golem eats the Hellrider. Karmic Guide trades for Abbott. Trade. I mean, I block 5 things. All right. Sure. I can't beat almost anything else this game. The Hellrider, I mean, it's do 6 to the face immediately. But let's go block there. Block there. Block there. Block there. Chump there. Leaves that alive, yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, this honestly isn't that bad. I'm at 6 still. I'm drawing 2 cards and I have a ton of mana. Okay. Now, let's go. Oh, what's that, Doug? Let's see, 8 mana. I kind of want to get Intrepid Adversary out ASAP here. What a good dog. Let me just look at Sandy's burn deck again. So he doesn't have Lightning Bolt in hand. I think that's pretty clear. He could definitely have Time Twister. He doesn't have Shrine, doesn't have Swift Spear. He could have Fourth Ear Lingus in hand, I guess. Something to watch out for. Let's just get a bunch of creatures into play. Let's see. If I play Adeline. Yeah, let's go Adeline. Grist. Make a token. And then Intrepid Adversary. 4 blockers. Yeah. And then I'm just going to pass. I'm not even going to attack with the Golem. And then next turn, just going to crack that. Sure. That makes it a lot less likely he has Fourth Ear Lingus in hand. And he's already used the Mizium Mortars, which is awesome because that's one of the cards I'd be most worried about. He can make 4 attackers. That doesn't do anything. I mean, it doesn't do nothing, but Fourth Ear Lingus doesn't end the game here. It makes 4 2/2 haste tramples, 6 things. I'd let 2 things through. I really just wanted to get a hit with Intrepid Adversary here. Rabble Master, okay. Seeka's Chariot, that's also not bad. Attacking with Adeline probably and Intrepid Adversary. And that leaves me with a ton of mana. Do I want to grist anything first? I guess not right now. Let's just attack first. I guess maybe because of Adeline, I wanted to play some Seeka's Chariot before attacks. Okay. Okay, I go to 9. Let's go Seeka's Chariot. Make 2 idiots, and then it's Green Suns for 2. Get my last target. Wall of Roots. My deck has Parallax Wave, Aspirant, Vindicate, White Plume, Skyclave, Recurring Nightmare. I haven't used Grist yet. I think I'm gonna, let's see, Skull Clamp the cat. Then -2 Grist, sacking the cat token to kill the Grim Lavamancer. Play a land. Skull Clamp up the other cat, I guess. Pass the turn. And next turn, yeah, I should have played Chariot at the very least first. Next turn, illegal attack. You got to attack with the Goblin token. I could block with the cat to draw 2 cards. Yeah, that actually seems fine. Because if I can find a Recurring Nightmare to get back the adversary, that it's going to do a lot. Skyclave, huh? Land. Skull Clamp this. Draw 2 cards. All right, let's go Skyclave. Exile the Pyromancer. Play Aspirant. +1 the Grist. Crew the Chariot, I think. Hold on, let's equip Skull Clamp there so I can crew it like this. And then attack. Put a counter on. Insect token. Attack with these 2. Chariot, target the Golem. I still want to make sure I don't die to... Oh, well, probably wanted to block there, but whatever. To die to Fourth Ear Lingus. Okay, up a game. Kind of want these things. Don't really want Inquisition. I still think Skullclamp is actually fine here. I guess I can pass on Leyline Binding. I do think Courser of Crewfix is good. I do generally like Sun Titan against that kind of deck. Is it crazy to take out like Sylvan Library? Feels like you just don't have time for that sort of thing. Garruk Relentless is another one I kind of like. Maybe I just don't have time for Green Sun Zenith as well. It's just kind of expensive. Well, so is Garruk though. No, Green Sun's probably good enough. My last card here. This is a matchup where Wood Elves is actually good. I don't want to cut a land. I guess of all the expensive cards, I think Sun Titan is better than Karmic Guide. Karmic Guide's been so good. Maybe I just don't play the Garruk. All right, let's try this. Oh, do I want Toxic Deluge? Maybe. We're not going to go to game 3 anyway, so. Oh, this is a hand. This is a hand. If this Noble doesn't die, I am going to run away with this game so fast. He's got a 1-drop, though. That's a pretty good 1-drop. He has Wasteland in his deck, so this time it's actually right to play Forest first. Turn 2. I mean, I guess I don't have like a sick turn 2 play. I just have Wall of Roots. But if I can land Chariot on 3... actually, you know what? The Noble is even not that critical. It's not mission critical. Though if he plays a... No, don't Ancestral. Come on, Sandy. Why you gotta do me like that? It's okay. I beat Ancestral last game, though it was a little later in the game. And Ancestral this early is going to be a little tougher, I think. Getting bolted? No, getting attacked for 2. Okay. I was really hoping this turn would be like a Shrine of Burning Rage so I can Loran it. That would be sick. Oh, baby. Wall of Roots. Add a mana. Orcish Bowmasters. Kill your Grim Lavamancer. Ancestral what? Ancestral who? If I had that before the Ancestral, that would have been cute too. But this is still like such a good start. It's my turn 2. I have 4 creatures in play. This is awesome. What's he going to do? Play a Goblin Rabble Master? Kill my Noble Hierarch? I'm just going to slam in Asika's Chariot here. Seasoned Pyromancer is way less good of a play with Orcish Bowmasters in play, I'll tell you that much. Anduril? Okay, well, I'll just kill that with Loran. No big deal. Now I'll play the Razor Verge. Kill that. And then send with the Orc for 2, thanks to Exalted. Now we're like a Recurring Nightmare or Skull Clamp away from like locking it up, but feeling pretty good even if I don't have those. Okay. Also Loran plus Orcish Bowmasters. That's a combo. Grenzo, that's the play? Oh, this is going to be a tough one for the dog here. Wasteland. Not using the Wasteland is a good play. Land. Don't need to Skyclave here. Let's just play Asika's Chariot. And pass the turn. I think, no, actually I'll attack with the Orc token. I'll get my damage in. Okay, so Sandy didn't Wasteland correctly, anticipating he's behind now. But he doesn't have any of the sick 5s is the thing. He doesn't have any of the big dragons. Battle display the Asika's Chariot. Okay. I can live with that. Into Phyrexian and Dragon Engine. 2/2 double strike, unearth, and then when it comes back, you can discard your hand to draw 3 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna Loran here. Bowmasters you. Make my idiot bigger. Oh, you love to see it. Let's still start with Skyclave here. because I want to exile that Dragon Engine for good. And then I'm going to go Skull Clamp. And Skull Clamp a cat. Attack with these 3. And then end of turn, I'm going to move or after combat, and I kind of assume Sandy's just taking 7 here. It doesn't feel like he's got Lightning Bolt in hand to prowess the Swift Spear. All right. And then I'll use a counter on Wall of Roots. I'll move Skull Clamp to the Skyclave. Ship the turn here. It's going to be pretty hard for him to win this game. Pretty hard, I would say. You know what? Saving a 3-0 for the AlphaFrog Invitational when we're playing to remain King of the Hill. Had to put on the CFB jersey and 3-0. No big deal. We won the draft 5-1, I think. And I think Salvatto and Eli might still win, so it might be as bad as 7-1. Salvatto just won also, so we're 2-0, 1-1, 3-0. This deck was nice. It worked out nicely, and I feel like the draft, like pivoting into green for the 2 1-drops and the Grist was super good. That recurring Nightmare pick ended up working out beautifully. That just completely dominated some games, and I really like where he ended up. Sick draft. I look forward to the next one. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me. Big shout out to my teammates, Eli Kassis and Luis Salvatto. We're 2-0 now. We're going to keep the train rolling. And come on back here tomorrow. More drafts for you. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.